Is this thing on?
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Episode 33. What are you doing?
Oh, you ready now?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode number 33.
Yay!
Back with the coffee and carving show with Doug and Alec.
What are you drinking today, Doge?
You know what I'm drinking today? I am drinking lemon ginger tea.
Oh, what are you, sick?
I'm not excited. I am afeared that I'm on the verge of great sickness. My wife and child, well, we'll talk about that later. But
Yeah.
I was
Not good.
listening to research on the way home from work on the news, and the research shows that horses have a much better mental health than all the other farm animals. Do you have any idea why that would be?
No, Doug. Why?
Apparently, it's due to their stable environment. You can't say it's the worst anymore because you were overruled last week with the B positive. Because
True.
We had many comments saying B positive for the win.
We had a lot of people saying that was the best one.
So obviously you don't know humor if it bit you in the butt.
The horse. So
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking what I'm supposed to be, which is coffee. This is a trait. This is a coffee. A shout out to all my New York people, my people from the East. This is a this is just a Trader Joe's decaf with cream.
Wow.
Yeah, with a little heavy cream and a little bit of maple syrup. I tried to, I don't know. I'm just trying stuff.
You're a big fan of the maple syrup?
Yeah, I am. I like it. I if I have a sweetener in the house, I don't really use sugar a lot. I use maple syrup a lot though. You're from Canada.
Yep. I've kind of switched more to a honey guy because I tell you, I think I OD'd on maple syrup.
Right.
Used to do maple syrup. We used to make maple syrup, and I put that stuff on everything. But I think I just overdid it. I don't really have a taste for it as much anymore. It's not that I hate it. I just don't gravitate towards it anymore because I used to eat that every day just with bread, just dunking bread in it and putting it in everything. So yeah. But there you go. Well, our coffee heroes this week are all of your friends.
Seriously, no one?
No one.
What a bummer.
That you don't have any friends or the coffee?
I mean, really, kind of both.
Anyway, that's all right. That's all right. What have you been up to?
Trying to prepare a little bit today. Wedding stuff, quite a bit of wedding stuff, putting lists to spreadsheets. Really, I just pretend. Annalise did most of the work up to this point, but I'm doing all the hard stuff, like looking for what coffee maker I want to get, stuff like that. So
making a registration.
I'm registering for myself.
Oh boy.
I've apparently part of getting registered is picking out coffee machines and like what coffee pot can't cups and software utensils, plates, Soft plates. Soft plates.
Don't you have that in your hope chest already?
See, we talked about this once before. I've never even heard of a hope chest. It sounds like something that your grandma would put together for you and give you on your wedding day.
No, it's what a little girl would have, that she would start collecting things for her future home, and they would go into a hope chest. That hope that one day you would be married and have all these things.
What do you do with the hope chest if the girl turns out to not want to get married?
She'll still need it because someday she'll have to move out from her parents.
Okay, so as soon as she moves out from her parents, whether or not she's married, if she doesn't get married, you still get the hope chest.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I started out pretending I knew what I was talking about, but I am no expert in the hope chest field.
Really?
Yeah, but I know my wife, she like her parents, like even Christmas gifts would be for that purpose, like cutlery or dishes and cups and stuff, and they put them away, and which nowadays is in this buy it now, buy it immediately world is over. So
I feel like we've talked about this before. And
I think we did too. It sounds familiar.
Yeah. I'm starting to think that every podcast is just like episodes 1 through 20 all over again.
Yep, but that's okay because we have an older audience like myself, and we don't have a clue what we talked about last week already. So every week is new.
Yeah. Yeah, no, is that true? Is that our average demographic? Is it mostly older people?
Oh yeah, yeah, certainly over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, maybe a couple of younger people here and there, but otherwise, I always wanted a grandpa. I never had like English speaking grandpa. So everyone that's listening is my voluntary English speaking grandpa. We have a lot of Norwegians listening to this. Do we have any Swedes? No, not a lot of Swedish people. All of our Swedes.
Oh, are you looking at the analytics right now?
Yeah.
Where the bulk are probably American, are they?
Oh my gosh, I just showed the wrong thing. Yes, but that was representing our what was your question again? Sorry.
I said the probably the bulk are American first and then overseas.
Yeah, 65% USA. Hoorah. Yeah. Go hot dogs. Go cheeseburgers. 9.7% is Canada.
That's the second one.
Yes.
Wow, I don't have that. My Canadian to me is like 4th or 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably because of me. When they see me, they think that's what a Canadian should look like, as a French person.
No, probably because they see you and they say, why is he working with an American? We're not watching that.
I don't know.
Wait, what? No.
I don't even understand. Okay, 4.7% is from the United Kingdom. Here's our next big. Here's number 4 is Germany. Yeah. Germany. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Hamburger. Thank you for bringing hamburger to here. I'm like, I hope no one finds my address. Somebody from Germany send me a hate mail letter. Anyway, that being said, thank you guys sincerely from the bottom of my heart from Germany who are listening. You're my favorite part of the audience. You know why?
Good cover. Because
I don't want you to hate
take
me.
Insults personally.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, enough about you and what you've been up to.
What about you, Doge? Tell me everything.
No, you've done nothing. Tell me what you've been up to. You just said you looked at stuff with your girlfriend for your wedding.
Well, I ran saws yesterday a little bit. Ran saws yesterday a tiny bit. And all I really did as far as carving goes is I played with this base, which is why I kind of perched it up here next to my coffee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I don't really know if I like this. Yeah. It's got a bit of looks like a bunch of snakes. It's like kind of like I undercut a lot of it. And
Alec is showing for the audio listeners his Native American bus that he showed last week with out
Mhm.
of the red cedar, but he's gone hog wild with the base.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. It looks
I don't
cool.
It's sort of cool, I guess. Thanks. And so I did that. But as far as what I've done for most of the weekend, since my fiance has had COVID, I don't know if I mentioned that
Mhm.
last week, but she has COVID. And so I worked on the sauna. I put the drip edge around the outside. I roofed or roofed, roo-
Roofed.
roofed. I roofed it. And I had, with the help of my friend Zach. He also was a big help in that, so I appreciate that. Oh man, that was loud. This was supposed to be a professional podcast.
That was never expected.
Well, I kind of thought going into it that it would be, but anyway, that being said, it was pretty much centered around doing as many outdoor things as I could. I posted another podcast, a vlog on YouTube, and that did very poorly, to maybe 300 views max at most. So that's okay. It is what it is.
I watched it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did, and you gave me feedback. And so for those of you who saw it, Kentucky Carving Party is what I called it. And for those of you who watched it and liked it, and then it got deleted, I had to fix it because Doug sent me a message saying, you had a pun in there.
You suck.
Yeah, you suck. You should give up now. You're bad, boy. No, you just said, hey, he sent me a screenshot of his iPad, and there's a little tiny square where the video is playing at the very center of the screen, and the rest of it's black.
Yep.
And that's because it didn't format properly. I didn't format
You didn't, yes.
Yeah, I didn't format the certain videos adjusted to the way that I had the thing held. I don't know. Something bad happened.
My favorite line from that communication was, I can't wait to watch this on the big screen so it'll be as big as my iPad.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna put on the big TV so I can get an iPad size. Yes. No. Well, I wouldn't have said anything because it's not my place. But we had just talked about doing better videos. So.
No, I mean, I'll take the feedback. Anyone wants to comment on anything and say what they don't like about the video, I'll take it.
Yep.
As long as it's constructive.
Vertical filming is only good for shorts.
Right. Yeah. I did that thing where I held it up and down instead of side, landscape.
There should be a like an alarm on your phone, right? When you start video, it should say, "Are you sure you want it vertical?"
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you got to check the box. Are you
Right.
sure? Because there's so many vertical videos where it's just a little skinny strip in the middle, but
yeah. I don't know.
But no, anyway, it's fun. It's fun to see a little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah. Was it? I think Abby called me and said, hey, it was kind of fun to see how, because this was really about, this vlog was about me going to visit Abby and carve with him for a few days before my class down there for 2 days. And so when he saw the video, he said, man, I guess you did a lot more to get down here than I thought, or something along those lines. Like it was, there was more that happens, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. But anyway, thank you all for watching that. Those of you who tuned in from the podcast, that means a lot to me because I'm sure most of those views are from my mom, but a couple of you guys probably tuned in, and I appreciate that. So, all right. What about you?
Very good. Well, unlike you, I did not put out a video this week. I had good intentions a couple times, but no, I'm like your girlfriend has the COVID. I have the 2 girls here that have been sick all week.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid, that's why I'm drinking my lemon ginger tea, that something's happening on this side of the mic, but I'm not going to let it.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight it. I'm going to beat it. Yep. But definitely feel something coming, but
yeah,
I'll live.
Yeah, I think you got it under control. What do you got? A little stuffy nose?
No, it's more of a throat. No, nothing really serious yet. But I just feel something starting. Like I
A
can feel it in my
little,
voice, even
yeah,
little raspiness.
yeah.
But
Usually
yeah,
before I get,
that really wiped
I,
them out good last week. So
Mhm.
usually before what?
No, you're good. Yeah,
Oh,
that's a bummer that they got. Yeah, they're giving it to you. Well, I was gonna say when I get sick, usually I notice that I can feel my throat, and usually I can't feel my. I'm not like I don't think about my throat, but I
yeah,
can
exactly.
tell that it's
Yeah.
there.
On another note, though, it was very quiet in the house.
Hey, that's nice. I'll
Nice
take
and
that.
relaxing. Yep.
I'll
That's
take
right.
that. I'll take that.
But no, I haven't done much carving. I started a little carving, but I'm not. We're not there yet. This is a work in progress. But
Work in progress.
progress. But I don't know.
Progress.
He's a different
Whoa!
character.
Hey, is that Popeye?
No, he was. I was going for a Popeye look, and then I went with the hunting cap instead of the sailor cap. But he's definitely going to have a pipe.
Dude, that's Popeye right there. I don't care who you are.
No, I gave him he's gonna be more of a hunter looking guy, but Popeye will come.
Popeye the
But
Hunter Man.
but I tried to do a squinty eye on one side and open eye on the other, and
Like
I
Popeye.
haven't quite mastered it. But anyway, we'll see what he looks like in a week. If he but it's totally different. I never did those such sucked in cheeks before, and I kind of lost myself in it. That I maybe went too deep, but
Yeah.
anyway, we'll see.
Oh, I did make a carving I forgot to talk about. So I'll get to that when you're done. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Like I said, I haven't done much at all. Took the sick people for a nice big country drive.
It sounds like you got some sort of like convention going on where you take sick, where you work at some home.
I picked up the sick lead.
You got some like not for profit or something.
Well, we had to because on Saturday, I don't know, this is the craziest weather that we've had. Like Saturday was it Saturday, Sunday? It was Saturday. It was summer hot, like summertime hot. Shorts and t-shirt weather. Took the top off the Jeep for a little bit, not the full top, just the two whatever you call them, freedom panels they call them, and went for a drive. Anyway, went down to the beach and got some fresh air. But then tomorrow they're calling for snow.
Really?
Yeah,
you're kidding?
So it's no,
what?
That's serious.
Hey Siri, are we gonna get snow here? Hey Sneery, hey Sneery, hey Sneery.
Sneery.
Are we gonna get?
Hi there. What can I do for you?
Are we gonna have? What's the weather tomorrow?
Looks like it will be cloudy tomorrow.
Oh, you scared me. 45. All right, good Lord.
No, overnight. It's gonna freeze overnight.
Really?
It is here.
We have the same weather? Hope not. Yeah, 32. Okay, it does look like a little bit colder. I don't know if that's any indication of the rain or what, but it looks like over your way it's a bit more rainy.
Well, when you see these little raindrop looking things, those are rain, and the snowflake looking things are snow. Just
okay.
For future reference.
This is interesting. Yeah, thanks a lot, genius.
Yeah.
This is where I am right now. Right here. I'm this dot. You can't see anything.
Hey, this is great audio. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so just trying to say that I'm here, and Doug is right over here. He's in London. So I'm here. He's here. Right? You're in London?
No, I'm not in London.
Called it.
But I'm also not saying my town.
Oh, I actually found it, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want anybody to find you and kill you on accident.
Well, it's not that. It's just that people think they can just come over and visit me at home or at work, or when I'm not where I am at work, and visit my wife instead, which is not good.
Yeah, not ideal unless your wife is
not like, cool. But anyway,
has a friend coming by. You're like interrupting me. You're like, don't say it. I was just gonna say like one of her friends, maybe.
No, it can be creepy though, and it freaks
Yeah.
the girls out. So
I could see that.
for sure. Luckily, I've gotten rid of my home phone
Yeah.
because people used to call the home phone all the time.
Wow.
So yeah, it's strange.
Yeah.
I never had that thought when I saw a video or a TV show or something that I should just call them.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll just pop over at their house when they're not, or I know where they work. I'll just go to their work.
Yeah, a lot of people do think that though, like they want to meet their heroes. A lot of times when I was younger, I would never even think to like try and message somebody that I looked up to. I don't think. Yeah.
Wow, it's not the same, but it's kind of same idea. But anyway, whatever. So anyway, that's pretty much my week is a whole lot of nothing. But I will say I took myself into the big city one night, and it was so funny. Man, the Jeep wave is real.
Man, I've been trying to wave at all kinds of people. No one waves back at me.
You don't. I don't think you don't qualify.
No, I used to though. When I first got it, I think my smile was so big that whenever I'd wave at somebody, they just out of guilt, like if a little kid who was a little bit like would smile and wave at you, you'd wave back at him.
I even got my wife on board, but it's so funny because you have to remember. Mm-hmm. Like all of a sudden, some guy just waved to me. Oh, it was a Jeep. Oh. Mm-hmm. And they we're probably batting 80-90% wave, and I forget to wave. I feel like I need to turn around and chase them down and wave.
Wow. Yeah, I get like 1% of people wave back, and I'm smiling.
Yeah,
I try to smile at them.
The worst part is though now is that when I'm back home, small town. It's like I'm waving to the same guys all the time. It's like, oh, here they come. Here they come. After you wave to them like 18 times a day, you meet on the same road.
I saw a guy. Who's that? Oh, that's funny. My childhood buddy just pulled into my driveway. It's hilarious. But I was going to say some guy was driving in an old Cherokee, similar year as my truck, same body style, waved at him. He looked right at me. Didn't wave back, kind of frowned at me. I waved, nothing. And then my buddy who's sitting in the car with me has the nerve to bring it up. He's like, he looked at you too. I was like, shut up, Zach. It's like, I get it. I'm unpopular. No one likes my stupid old rusty Jeep except for like one of the people that listens to this podcast. What am I going to do? Oh, but what I carved really quick before we get too much further, I made a video for the school on a kind of like stereotypical model-esque woman, like the woman with like the perfect upturned, like Swedish nose or something. I don't know if it's Swedish, but like that, blue-eyed, blonde, little fairy pixie girl. I did like more of a Eastern, Southern European, Greek or Turkish woman.
With non-traditional.
With I think they call it like I forgot what it's called, a qualine nose, where the nose comes out a little bit instead of goes in. So that's like it's convex instead of concave, the bridge. Anyway, sometimes I know how to talk, but it was a fun little carving because I was nervous about it the whole week. I did not want to start it. I did not want to post it. And I put it off for like 4 days. I like did a little bit one day, and then I put it off for another 4 days. And I kept thinking, I'll do something else. And I got so much housework done. I cleaned my bedroom thoroughly. It smells good in there for the first time.
Just avoiding the carving.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to carve a woman like that because it's gonna be harder. Everyone carves the really pretty women because they're at the far extreme opposite end of the feminine spectrum. Not to say that these women aren't pretty. I'm just saying they're like a different kind of pretty. They're like the non-stereotypical American vision of beauty, right? They're not like the classic type of I don't know, like Marilyn Monroe kind of beauty. And so that being said, I took on the project was it yesterday or the day before, and I did it in about an hour and a half, and I loved every second of it. Kind of like that Bigfoot. I had all this anxiety about it, and then I finally started it and did it, and because it was a little different, I enjoyed it that much more. Do you find that where you do something that you're not used to doing that you enjoy it a lot more?
Pretty much. I don't. Everything is still new to me. So every time I try to do something a little bit different, it's like a whole new learning process, and that's I do enjoy that, but it also frustrates me greatly because I haven't done like when you're doing something different, but you're basically putting all the parts together as something that you've done 100 times, just
Right.
differently,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
But even for me to carve a woman's face would be like new.
Yeah.
So forget about being pretty or Eastern or different culture, whatever.
Right.
It's still a girl that I'm not up to snuff on carving. So
Yeah.
but as far as avoiding things, I'm the king of that.
Yeah.
But I've been teaching myself, especially for little things, when you see it, just do it immediately.
Yeah.
I've been practicing that, and it's been working out good.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, I'm good at avoiding stuff that I don't want to do, but I'm getting a little bit better at trying things that I don't. And a lot of it is I'm seeing other people trying things and explore stuff, and that's making me excited too. So keep posting what you're doing, guys. It's good on the internet. This was kind of yeah, let me grab it really quick for the YouTubers. It's not like a crazy detailed carving, but and actually, I think I didn't do the other eyebrow like I promised I would. So it's got one eyebrow, huh?
The old one eyebrow.
Yeah, the old one eyebrow. But anyway, she's got a little bit of yeah.
So you're just talking about a bigger nose, really?
Yeah, a little bit of a bigger nose.
She's still a pretty girl.
Yeah, a little bit of a different look to her. Kind of fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, anything to just switch it up a little bit. Use the same, like you said, use the same kind of basic ingredients, but just a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. And then you have a nice little carving that you didn't necessarily make before. What's funny is, you ever think about this too? One of my buddies, Zach, was with me in Kentucky, and he was looking at 4 carvings that I had done with Abby from last time I was there. He said, "Oh, this face I've never seen you do before. This one I have. This one I haven't seen you do." And I was thinking, I don't know if I would even have noticed that I'd done that before. You ever think to yourself that you've done a face before and that you're doing it again?
Not a face in particular, but 110% a beard.
Yeah.
Many similar beard. Like, yeah, I've done a beard. In fact, I get into a rut sometimes. Like, that's my go-to. But then again, that's what I like to carve, is the woodsman, old wood spirity guys. So
yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I catch myself falling in trap and doing like the exact same beard as the last one or something.
Yep. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I get that. I do stuff like that too.
But that said, I was thinking the other day, I remember a guy was apologizing, saying, "Well, I'm not really too creative. I'm more of a production carver." But that's okay too.
Yeah. You kidding me?
Well, I follow people who only carve like one thing, and they just pump them out, and that's what pays the bills. So I would be happy to do the same thing over and over again if it paid me.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, as I followed this artist who was not doing super well, apparently, for some reason. I don't know what was going on, but he was just having a hard time finding his niche. And he said that he decided he would take on this experimental project where he would only carve one subject for the rest of his, like, I think a year was his goal. Did you see this?
No.
Yeah. So he was a painter, an illustrator guy, and he only painted. Oh, not what's the bird? It's a big, tall, kind of like a crane. Let's say it was a crane. He only carved cranes. I think it was a pelican. I don't know. Doesn't matter. He carved pelicans, and he did pelicans for a year. Every single day he did a pelican, and his account grew like the dickens. I mean, he had pelicans coming out of his ears. He had so many pelicans that he had to I don't know. I don't know what happened, but he had a lot of pelicans. And you know what? He said
story.
Thank you. I'm a good storyteller. he's got so many pelicans that he can't help but be famous because people are like, what is wrong with this guy?
He's a pelican guy.
He's obsessed with pelicans. But no, maybe there's something to that. Like if you stick to one subject matter for a long enough time, people start to know you by virtue of the subject matter. And that kind of helps you separate yourself a little bit. And his theory was people get too like looking for the answer. Like, what's the thing? What's the next move? You know, where do I go now? And he's like, just stick with one thing and you get momentum and you can grow that way. So just one theory.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I listened to last week's podcast, and when I heard you say that, the craft people, like the wood spirit guys, I was like, well, I kind of like wood spirits.
Yeah.
Like listening to it when I was listening to the podcast, I was like,
oh yeah,
I think I could do wood spirits for the rest of my life easily.
Yeah.
That wood spirit face. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So for those of you who didn't listen, which if you didn't, you should listen back because that was kind of a fun rant that we both went on. But this gentleman who I had met was like, oh yeah, you're the old man face guy, or you carve the old men. And he just kept saying that. People would come around and be like, oh, it's fun that you guys are meeting. And he'd be like, yeah, this guy does the old man. And then they're always like, oh yeah. And so I remember telling Doug, because it was a week ago, so I still remember it. Then I was like, no, it's kind of disappointing that that's all that he could take away from what I was doing, is that it was just old men, And I thought
that was. Well, he also said that he kind of fit into more of the craft market than the art market.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have a good email that I saw, so we'll discuss that more later.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
But you, I remember you telling me a story that you took offense to that a long time ago. With you only carved men, and you had said that well, fine, then I'll only carve women for a month.
Yeah.
You did that yourself.
Yeah, there's 2 weeks. I went dedicated the vacation to it, made one woman a day. And yeah, I think I had just like had some falling out with a girl that I liked, and then I went out, and then I went to visit my buddy because I was kind of sad and it was winter or something like that. And it's warm down where he was in South Carolina. So I'm all sad driving in my Honda Element with a bunch of bark in the back of my car. And I get there, and he's got this little patio and a little condo. So it's not a wood carving setup type thing. So I go on his little patio and I set up my wood carving station. And yeah, like I think I've told you before, I set up, and every day he'd go to work to teach, and I would just sit on his back little porch area and make carve little women.
Make new girlfriends every day.
Yeah, exactly. See, I don't need you. I don't need you, girl. I got my new friends here.
Yeah, I got 14 of them.
Yeah, they're nice to me. These girls don't care if I'm hard to read or if I'm not very clear in my communication.
Or unreliable or
stupid or kind of strange looking.
Black hair.
Yeah. I really like where this conversation is going, Doug. What's weird is my buddy is still in my driveway in his truck. He's been there this whole time. He hasn't left. I texted him, I'm in a podcast. Is he just going to wait it out?
Well,
we'll find out. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. What's his name?
Should I say it? Anthony.
His first name.
Anthony Boldbogger. No.
What will happen with Anthony? Stay tuned. This is exciting. This is good stuff right here. Yeah. This is what they come for.
I certainly hope not. Anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of sitting in your truck, I sat in my truck a lot over the weekend because I was bored silly, and I was trying to figure out all the things that I could do.
Dude, let's be honest. You didn't do it because you were bored. You did it because that thing is cool on the inside.
Okay, I totally just ripped all the seats out just to see what I can do with this thing.
Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Really?
It's gonna be good. But I shied away from I said at the end of the podcast I'm not gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff right away. Yeah. I just have to enjoy the truck for what it is.
Yep.
But even as far as taking the seat out and stuff, I was like, well, I got room in here. I can put my little carving setup and stuff. And I can put my little
Yeah.
I could drive it. I could go drive somewhere and set in the middle of a field for all I care, and do a video out in the middle of a field. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be fun. So
Yeah.
Doug on the road in the bush.
Yeah.
YSD.
Doug in your backyard.
Yeah.
Will he get in trouble? We'll find out.
Coming to your backyard soon.
Coming to your backyard soon. And then the like the little the intro video is gonna be like somebody in their kitchen noticing somebody. Well, who's that guy pulling in with a Jeep in my backyard? Is that Doug Linker?
I went to the point. So yeah, we talked about portable carving setups in the past, but your jaw horse, like, are you always standing at it, or do you ever sit at the jaw horse?
Do I ever sit at the jaw? Yeah, I mean, I sit when I'm tired at the jaw horse.
No, sit like carving. You're always standing.
I have this weird monopod seat that my mom and dad gave me for my birthday that sometimes I use when I'm at the show because I can like maneuver and move around. It's kind of hard to move around on a chair, but this thing, it's just a bucket seat on a stick with a sponge at the end of it. So
yeah, because I went so far as to I was looking at little folding camp tables that I could lay my tools on.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? Can you see it? Can you see a little carving station that you could just carry anywhere and just
I put a magnet strip on my jaw horse so that I could set my tools without them falling off.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the idea.
Yep.
Where do I make coffee then?
Where do you get
on
coffee?
The jaw horse. I make coffee on the jaw horse.
You could use the camping table.
Stove.
You can use the camping table for the coffee.
There you go.
Heck, you got a tailgate now, basically. Kind of.
Oh, the tailgate table is a pretty cool idea too. They sell them.
Yeah.
They just fold down. But anyway, we got totally sidetracked.
Yeah, what the heck?
Is it?
We got a show to do here.
Yeah. Did you want to hit the mailbag?
Let's hit that mailbag.
Hit the mailbag.
It is maybe.
It's the bag. I just can't read you. This is a problem. Last time you did a little 2-minute sonnet, and then this week you got 3 notes and mailbag.
Well, what can I say? I'm a man of many.
Yes.
Something. Very interested to see and hear your discussion about carving small things and what wood is suitable. By the way, this is from Pete. Peter, here's the ultimate in small carvings Japanese natsuke. They've been doing it for centuries and in all sorts of materials such as ivory and jade. He sent us a picture. Also at the end, he says, also, can you tell me how to decide which way to cut into a block of wood to do a small caricature? This is for you, Doug, because I've never done anything like this. Is it best to line up the arms and shoulders on the diagonal or just put the front on a flat face? Either way, why?
Oh, I see. Well, because he's talking about a block, a square. Some guys do it on a diagonal, but I don't really have other than my experience, but I don't have a real reason. But I would say if I was doing on a diagonal, that's mostly just for a face. For the same reason you would split a square in half to make a flat face, and then you would have the I'm talking, but here I'll show the listeners. But so if you're doing a Santa face, so that's definitely on the diagonal, right? Because you split the block in half, because in that sense that gives you the nose, and it gives you the bulk of the wood in the front if you're doing a face. But for a caricature, I would do it on the flat, because for the reason that usually you make the head smaller anyway, so you have the meat to either use or take away. But if you have the points on the arms, your arms are too skinny, and you want some heavier arms that you can put in the pockets. So you want the flat. So I never do a diagonal on the full body, but I 100% do a diagonal on a face if it's just a face. So that's about all I got for that. It's yeah, some people may do it either way. The only advantage I see is getting the nose,
Mm.
the easy nose. But like I said, since the head is normally smaller than the body, doing it on the flat works for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so this person asks, this is Ed Wolfstag. This is a question. No, he says this week's question. How tall should my carving station be? It looks like both of your carving stations extend above your heads. I'm 6'4" and haven't thought that far ahead when creating my carving nook in my workshop. Gosh, can I read? He didn't say that I said that. It looks like you are both carving even with your sternum to the top of your head, but maybe that's the camera angle. Oh gosh, sorry about the way I read that, guys. I don't know exactly what the height is. I just know that I want to be able to have I don't want my hands to be too high above my shoulders. So everything's like kind of at shoulder height or maybe even at mid chest height. Because I don't want to be up here or down here. So I want to be
Yeah, so I think it's subjective to your height, honestly, and where you want to carve. Because even though I have this full length thing, I will move it during the carving process as well. Because if I want to do the top of the head, I might slide it down a little bit more, whatever. But like Alec's setup won't work for me because Alec is 4'2".
Yep.
And I'm 6
feet. 4'3".
4'3", and I'm 6 feet. So yeah, it's just subjective to your own height. And
I thought you were like 8 feet. You told me you were 8 feet when I first met you.
Oh yeah, but that's because people call me Goliath.
People usually call me.
Can you imagine being tall?
Yeah,
I'm not tall. I'm just average.
Yeah,
but,
and I'm 5. Someone's short when they say like whatever the height is after the inch. Like if it's less than an inch, they add that in. So you wouldn't just say, like, for instance, I wouldn't just say that I'm 5'8". I would say I'm 5'8 3/4.
There you go. Yeah, well, I'm 5'12", but
5'12 1/4.
Yeah, my grandpa always had a joke that he had 3.5 dozen children, and I relate that to the 5'12". But
yeah,
how many children is 3.5 dozen?
That's a lot. 3.5 dozen is incredible. That's 3.5 times 12. Yep.
Not gonna do the math then, eh?
Oh wait, is that 9?
That's
is that how
9.
he's saying 9?
That's right. Yeah, that's how he says 9.
That's tricky, man.
3.5. I know it's a dry Dutchman's joke, but
that's a joke. Yeah. That is not a joke.
He would just tell people that.
I shouldn't say anything because if I pipe up, that's going to be everyone's favorite joke. Everyone's going to say that's their favorite joke. All right, so this is Ed continues. He says here, in regard to his question about walnut wood, he was asking us about carving green walnut wood, or how good walnut wood is. Yeah. He says here, here are the specifics of my walnut situation. I have an 18-inch long, 4-inch wide black walnut log that's been sitting in my basement for about 3 to 4 years. It's very dry. And I'm attempting to carve a barred owl in the round, stylized. And he has palm gouges and knives. First of all, that's going to be tough if you've got palm gouges and knives to push through walnut that's been dry aged in your basement. You're going to need some full-size hand tools with a mallet or some sort of power tool. Some sort of carbide, cut saw or saber tooth cutting head on some sort of a Dremel or an arbor grinder or something. Yeah. So that's my suggestion. Yeah, and he goes on to say that he feels like with his palm tools and a couple of knives, the wood feels chippy and the grain seems to change a lot. Says he straps every couple of minutes. Holy smokes. But I feel like I'm not progressing the carving as much as I am just producing chips. Yeah, he's used to these 2x2x4 basswood squares, and he's having issues. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that's your problem right there. Is you've got too small tools for too big a log. You're gonna be, that's like that's the equivalent of a squirrel trying to chew through an oak tree to fell it instead of just hiring a beaver. You got to hire a beaver for that ceremony.
There you go.
We're gonna call this hire a beaver.
Don't bring a squirrel to a beaver job. Is what he's saying.
Seriously, that's a really good. That's a even better way to refine that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write that down. That's a great.
Write
quote.
that down. That's our new our title for this episode. Don't bring a squirrel to a beaver job.
Yep. For real, that's
boy.
That's a fantastic phrase just to remember if you can, right?
You know, it's funny though. They're both small animals.
Yeah.
It's still amazing that a beaver does it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were trying to relate this to me again somehow.
No.
All right. So he says that, oh gosh, there's a lot in here about what he did with the wood. He's talking about how it smells.
Let's some questions if you got them there.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip past this, but keep up the good work, Ed. Hopefully you can figure out how to get some bigger tools because you're gonna need them. It's gonna be hard with little palm tools. Gravy says, "Hey guys, I really enjoy your witty banter and wished I always was free when your videos come out so I could get your algorithm up. I don't always have the free time. So what I'm feeling right now, Gravy, is you're kind of low key signaling that you're important. You're more important than us. First of all, I don't appreciate your tone with us right here." He says, "But I get to them eventually." What's the point?
That's Alec at the coffee and carving show. gmail.com.
Alec, and look, now he's talking about my sister. Alec, like with your sister, I have a family member who I gave a painting to, who was told by an artist in the family that she liked it, but there's something missing in my painting. Now the family member who received my painting wants me to bring over my brushes to fix it. SMH, which I've had to look up 100 times. And I now know that it means shake my head. Did you know that?
Oh, I always, yeah, I don't know all these things. No.
I always thought it had the S word in it for some reason. So anyway, however, I will probably never hear the end of it. So I'll probably end up fixing it. Don't let your sister run your life. Gravy. Sell that painting. It's only going to take a minute at most. I can get a short-term pain for long-term gain. I can get behind that. Anyway, he's talking about a drink subscription that Alec might like, although Doug, you seem like you could care less. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of a thing. Thanks again for the great content and fun stories. Gravy art on Instagram if you have any time. Thank you, Gravy. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing your story with us. Did he ask no, he didn't ask a question. I didn't get one. Okay, Adam, I enjoy your podcasts whenever I have the time on a Friday afternoon. What is this? What is with people like kind of low-key virtues, like, hey, I'm trying to help you guys out, kind of an attitude. This is taking.
What's your attitude is what I'm wondering.
I am.
They can watch it anytime they want to watch it because that's why we put it on there. It's not a live feed.
No, look, if you're going to be a real coffee and carver, you're going to buy the t-shirt. You're going to listen the day that it comes out, I feel like.
Listen to you.
I'm not trying to be a diva, but you have to listen as soon as it comes out or else you're not a real fan.
That was Alec at the coffee and carving show at gmail.com. All your correspondence can go directly to, again, Alec at the coffee and carving show.
Send them there. Okay. I listen to them and it's become a part of my way of winding down for the weekend. Kind of talking down to us here a little bit. You've spoken about whether or not carving should be regarded as an art in a few episodes, and I've just listened to episode 32, in which Alec explained that his work has been described as, quote, more of a craft thing in a derogatory manner. And I wanted to point out that it's not worth losing any sleep for. Thank you very much, Adam. Sleep is doing fine. As far as I can tell from the little internet research, the word art is of Latin origin, which means you've written too long of an email. No, from the old French and basically a synonym for the old English word craft of Germanic origin. So art is probably a bit of an elitist term since Norman conquest of 1066. So now he's calling me an elitist. Thanks a lot, Adam, for your great feedback. Apparently the original meaning of the word craft is strength or skill. And I've always been of the opinion that craftsmanship, blah, 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 something skill, conducting work. Next time someone tries to put you down, quit being a baby or something. This is kind of what he's getting at here. Suggest you have the strength or skill. I hope you laugh it off. That was
your phone?
Yeah, that was my phone. Sorry about that.
That was exhausting. Thank you very much for the email. We appreciate it. I don't know what this guy's going on here, but he'll come around.
Yeah, I hope he does, because that was a lot.
Talking to you about you.
Yeah, no, for real. Adam, seriously, next time you write an email like this that's scathing, try and do it without, don't even do it. Just write nice stuff to people. None of this toughen up buttercup nonsense. All right. For all kidding aside though, Adam, we love you. Even though you're from the UK, mate. Oh, mate.
What do you mean even though? What does that mean even though?
Oh, from UK, up from down under.
That's an American. Before you do that,
I'm gonna have me a big old hot dog. I'm from UK, eh? I love
more Australian.
I love spam, eh? Oh, crocodile hunter.
What's going on with the guy in the truck? That's what I want to know. I don't want to.
Anthony, I promise you right now, he's still in his car.
All right, good.
He's still
Keep
in his.
updated.
Yeah, what is he doing? He looks like he's looking into his lap, so he might be watching a YouTube video.
There you go.
I don't know. The problem is he thinks that I'm going to come out and we're going to hang out, but I have to leave right away. He's going to really regret it. So, yeah. Oh man, what a life. Okay. Thanks again, everybody, for your time. I'm gonna say, Doug, you probably got something to contribute, right? As far as like media.
I don't. I've been watching. I think we've mentioned Foresty Forest, but I don't know that we already talked about Mav. Have we talked about Mav before?
We've alluded to Mav a little bit. Have you been in the Mav?
Yeah.
What has he been
I've
up
been
to
watching. I've been watching. No, I've been going in his back videos and catching up because he's been doing it for years. And so anyway, Mav is another vehicle dweller or camper, I guess you could say. But
vehicle dweller.
He has a.
You made himself. He's a vehicle mole.
He actually has a bunch of different setups, and even from a little Japanese right side driving motorhomes to mostly his pickup truck, but he also has the VW Bug that has the pop-up camper on it, of all things. And
oh yeah, I forgot really about that.
Yeah, but he fishes too, and it's fun videos.
Yeah,
that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, I've been watching these YouTube videos of, what is his name, Hadfield, the guy, you're Canadian NASA guy who's up there always eating toothpaste and stuff.
Did you watch him open a Coke at the bottom of the sea?
Yes, I did. That's how I got. Yeah.
That must be put. I think they're putting that in everybody's home feed.
Really?
Alec is for the audio viewers. Alec is modeling his new T-shirt that says, "What does it say on there? Is that the Coffee and Carving Show logo?" My goodness, that's a good-looking shirt. I like the color. It's a burgundy.
Yeah, I love this color. I even washed it with whites, and it came out pretty good still, I think. And on the back side of it, look at that. Beautiful.
There you go.
Look at the back side of that.
I do like that shirt.
Yeah. So that's I've just been obsessed with watching these videos of him eating stuff, what have you, trying to use the bathroom.
He also, what did he sing? He had a song, didn't he?
I don't know if he sings. I've not heard that.
Yeah, I've heard him sing. I think he sings the what's his head, David Bowie space song when he's up there too.
Can he sing?
I think so.
Well, yeah, that's basically it. Nothing really to speak of here. I started reading this book on strategies of business. And I don't know. I'm trying to read a little bit more so my brain isn't so squirrely. But I can't. I'm failing. I have to read. What I do is I read through the page and then I have to reread through the page because I realized the whole time I was reading, I was thinking about something else. Do you do that?
Yep, always.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible reader.
Yep.
Yep. But anyway, what I didn't tell you was I got pulled over the other day, and cop came up to me and said that he was guessing about 65. I said, no, it's just the hat that makes me look that old.
Oh.
Doug is out. Thanks everybody for tuning in this week, and we will be sure to be back if you allow Alec. If not, I will do it on my own. But he's just being a goofball over there.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get yourself one of these nice t-shirts. Link in the description below. No, for real though.
He's not even joking. For real.
100% real.
All right.
Bye. Take your
Take
vitamins.
your vitamins. Yeah. See, he's gonna keep going.
Anthony's still there.
And it now.
Bye.